Well, no, wasn't that a crazy day? We're not done yet. I don't think we'll see much movement after hours, but pre-market might be interesting. If we can get another push up here, this thing could really take off. There's a lot of, if you just look up Fubo quick, there's a lot of positive articles coming out. You know, I don't know why, but it seems like more institutions are starting to go long. So we're back in that, this is that zone I was saying here. It's basically, shorts can't sustain this zone. You know, if they can't bring it back down, they're going to cover. So, and you see every time you got in there, they really hammered it down. So, I'm curious with today's price action. I mean, you could actually, you know, right in this zone is where I think they're going to cover. But I mean, I can actually move this line. Because some of these are so old. You know, if we move this down to this, like 305. I mean, it's bounced off of there quite a bit now. So I would say that's going to be a pretty huge support right there. Around that $3 mark. Somewhere around in there. But, and this, we actually don't need this anymore. But we could do, is something like this. I should move my arrow, huh? I might do that tonight or something. Wow, how far back did I have that? Do something like that. I don't know, this could really take off. If we can get another push tomorrow and hold it, this is going to take off. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to go to 4 and then come back down. I don't think so. I think if it goes to 4, we're going to go to 7. I really do. Just because shorts can't sustain that, and they're gonna cover. And then once this takes off, there's still that gap to fill at 32. So I'll bet you when this finally goes, I'll bet you it goes over that 32. You're probably looking at 40, 47, something like that by the time they get shorts covered. Because I mean, just browse the internet for Fubo stock. And there's a lot of positivity with how they're going and the direction the Fubo's going and how overlooked it is. And, you know, I read like 6, 7 different articles from different people. So it was pretty good. So I'll have to see what happens this week. But, sure is looking good right now. This was a huge move today from where it was. I mean, whether it's shorts or somebody selling off, you know, I don't trust BlackRock, you know, as far as I could throw the people. But just because, you know, you got 17 million shares and they only do filings every so often. So they could be selling calls and selling puts and whatever, and they could sell off so many shares to drive it down and then slowly buy them back to where they have that same amount, and then they'll never have to do the filings, you know. There's just so many ways to manipulate this that it's just crazy. And I'm sure this morning, when they jabbed it down this morning, I'm sure they just off exchanged the buys and stuff. What's interesting today when I was watching this, and you watch the order book, is there's all kinds of orders for 35, 70, 15. It's just stuff that you don't normally see. So there's a lot of people buying into this. So, and they're just, you know, you got the payment for order flow, and I mean, look, it was at 312, and they had a huge wall at 313, and everything they were doing was 312.5, 312.5, 312.5. You know, it's like, so market makers are just stacking up on shares, and then somebody came in there and started doing some large orders, and that wall disappeared. So it's like, I don't know if they spoofed the wall, and once people started buying into it, they're like, okay, you can't hold this anymore. And up it went 2 cents, you know. So there's a lot of manipulation going on, and I'm sure these market makers and stuff are taking the fines for some of this shit, whether they're front running or, you know, whatever they're doing. But that was an interesting move late in the day. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But man, if you want to get into this and you're not in this right now, I mean, you're crazy. I don't know what you're waiting for. But, and I'm not saying get in. I'm just saying, I mean, if you wanted to and you're not in yet, because this thing, any day, this thing could just fly, and it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. It's been so long that people are just, you know, a lot of people are disgusted and tired of waiting. But I mean, this is a good indication right here. A great big like W effect, and it's gonna go. They're gonna try to push it down, but I don't know if they're gonna have enough. We'll have to wait and see. So, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.